Has the UAE effectively turned its back on Saudi Arabia by walking out of OPEC after nearly 60 years of alignment? As Iran moves closer to Russia following high-level talks with Putin, is the UAE's exit from OPEC Plus signaling a deeper realignment in the region? And just hours after the Putin-Iran meeting, why did Trump make a dramatic claim about Tehran? Does it point to rising urgency in Washington? On April 28, the United Arab Emirates sent shockwaves through global oil markets by announcing its exit from OPEC and OPEC Plus amid the ongoing Iran war fallout. The UAE confirmed it will leave both groups next month, ending nearly 6 decades of participation in the powerful oil-producing alliance. Officials stated that the decision is aimed at allowing greater flexibility to meet rising global energy demand over the long term. This move comes against the backdrop of increasing differences between the UAE and Saudi Arabia over policy and production strategies. These tensions are rooted in broader economic and geopolitical disagreements, including differing positions on regional conflicts such as Yemen. Abu Dhabi's statement said, and I quote, "The United Arab Emirates today announced its decision to exit the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC and OPEC Plus, effective the 1st of May, 2026. This decision reflects the UAE's long-term strategic and economic vision and evolving energy profile, including accelerated investment in domestic energy production, and reinforces its commitment to a responsible, reliable, and forward-looking role in global energy markets. This decision follows a comprehensive review of the UAE's production policy and its current and future capacity and is based on our national interest and our commitment to contributing effectively to meeting the market's pressing needs. Sovereign responsibility in a new energy age." End quote. OPEC itself was originally formed in 1960 by 5 founding members: Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Over time, the cartel's membership has expanded and contracted, reflecting shifting global energy dynamics and political alignments. OPEC is widely regarded as the core global oil cartel that coordinates production policies among major exporting nations. The group is largely dominated by countries from the Middle East and Africa, giving it strong geographic influence over supply. Key members include major producers such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, and Kuwait, which form the backbone of its output strategy. African representation comes from nations like Nigeria, Algeria, and Libya, contributing significantly to the cartel's production capacity. It also includes countries such as Venezuela, Congo, and Gabon, expanding its footprint across multiple continents. Together, these members control a substantial share of global oil supply, allowing coordinated influence over markets. OPEC Plus represents an expanded alliance that brings together OPEC members and additional oil-producing countries outside the cartel. This broader grouping is led by key powers like Saudi Arabia and Russia, strengthening its ability to shape global output decisions. It includes major non-OPEC producers such as Russia, Kazakhstan, and Mexico, increasing its overall production weight. Other participating countries include Azerbaijan, Bahrain, and Oman, adding regional diversity to the alliance. Nations like Malaysia, Brunei, South Sudan, and Sudan also part of this extended coalition of producers. Formed in 2016, the alliance was created to better coordinate production levels and stabilize global oil markets. The UAE's decision also comes as global institutions warn of potentially historic disruptions to Middle East oil supply due to the ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, attention has shifted back to Washington, where Donald Trump claimed Iran was facing collapse and seeking relief through Hormuz access. However, it remains unclear how or through what channels Iran may have communicated such a position to the United States. Donald Trump said, and I quote, "Iran has just informed us that they are in a state of collapse. They want us to open the Hormuz Strait as soon as possible, as they try to figure out their leadership situation, which I believe they will be able to do." End quote. On April 27, Russian President Vladimir Putin revealed that he had received a message from Iran's supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei. This marks the first known instance of a foreign leader publicly acknowledging direct communication with Iran's current leadership. Putin mentioned the message during his meeting with Iran's foreign minister, though he did not disclose its contents.
Last week I got a message from the Supreme Leader of Iran. I would like you to convey my most sincere words of gratitude and to confirm that Russia, same as Iran, intends to continue our strategic relations. We see how courageously and heroically the Iranian people are fighting for their independence and sovereignty. Of course, we very much hope that, based on this courage and will for independence, the Iranian people will, under the leadership of a new leader, make it through this difficult period of trials and that peace will follow. From our side, we will do everything that is in your interest, in the interest of all nations in the region, so that peace is reached as soon as possible. You know our position very well.
I was asked to confirm during this visit that Russian-Iranian relations is a strategic partnership and will remain that way moving forward. It was proven that Iran has friends and allies, such as Russia, who stand by Iran during difficult times and support Iran. We thank you for firm position in support of Iran.
Amid these developments, Trump indicated that Iran had slightly improved its offer following the cancellation of talks, but said it still fell short of expectations.
Probably heard that we canceled the trip. We have all the cards. We're not going to spend 15 hours in airplanes all the time going back and forth to be giving a document that was not good enough. And so we'll deal by telephone, and they can call us anytime they want. Again, we have all the cards. They have no military left, practically. They have no leaders left. We don't know who the leaders are. Nobody knows who the leaders are. I don't think they know who the leaders are, very importantly. So you saw that. And any other questions?
Yes,
I think Pakistan is terrific. I think the field marshal is fantastic. I think the prime minister of Pakistan is great. And, you know, they'd like to see something happen. But we're not going to be traveling 15, 16 hours to have a meeting with people that nobody ever heard of before.
What changed to make you make that decision?
Too much travel. And when they say the meeting's scheduled for Tuesday, I said, Tuesday, that's a long time from now. But when you get right down to it, it's a lot of traveling. No, we don't want to do that.
At what point do you send Witkoff and Kushner and send Vice President Vance in? At what point are you
we
going to
would.
be ready?
They're all very competent, all three. Those are three good. But they weren't meeting with the leader of the country. They were meeting with other people. And I said, we're just not going to do it. Too much traveling, takes too long, too expensive. I'm a very cost-conscious person. Deal with whoever runs the show. They don't know. They are fighting with each other. There's tremendous infighting. They're probably fighting for leadership. In many cases, I think they're fighting not to be the leader because we knocked out 2 levels of leaders. But I'll deal with whoever we have to. But there's no reason to wait 2 days, have people traveling for 16, 17 hours. And we're not doing it that way. We'll do it when they want. They can call me. We have all the cards. We've won everything. We have all the cards.
Yesterday you said to Reuters that we're dealing with who is in charge now. What changed from yesterday to today?
Nothing. It's just that they gave us a paper that should have been better. And interestingly, immediately when I canceled it, within 10 minutes we got a new paper that was much better.
What was on that paper, sir?
We talked about they will not have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. Look, that whole deal is not complicated. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple.
Is the ceasefire remaining? Will you continue the ceasefire?
Haven't even thought about it yet.
Did they offer anything in return to 20 years of suspending enriched uranium?
They offered a lot.
What did they offer?
They offered a lot, but not enough. Thank you.